Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jeevan and in this video guys we're going to be talking about my top 10 national costumes in last night Miss Grand International National Costume Round. So I don't usually do this kind of video, but this time around I am going to be doing it. So let's start our list with number 10. Number 10, it is United Kingdom. United Kingdom had a beautiful fun concept with fish and chips, and at first I was like, oh, what the hell is this? But I think it really grew on me because it was super fun. It was super camp, and I love me some camp, okay? It was camp, but at the same time, it looked stunning. Visually, it was beautiful, and the reason why UK is at number 10, I loved United Kingdom's outfit. Number 9, we have Venezuela. Venezuela paid homage to their popularity of beauty pageants back in their country, and it was beautifully constructed with the colors that is in their flag. When I first looked at it, I was crazy about the back part of it. The front part really had to grow on me. It did grow on me though, but I think if the front part was even better, like, you know, a better design in my point of view, then it would have like, you know, like top 3 for me for sure. Regardless, I think Venezuela had a stunning national costume, and that's why at number 9 on my list. Number 8, Dominican Republic. Dominican Republic national costume paid a homage to the mango. I think mango is really abundance back in Dominican Republic, and that's why I think there was a goddess also. I think the whole costume was a little heavy. That's why it was a little difficult for Dominican Republic to execute it well. But the main part of the costume was when she put on that mask. I think that was when the outfit really, you know, like hit it out of the park. So that's why at number 8 we have Dominican Republic. Number 7, Ghana. Ghana this time is a very strong contestant and one to really watch out for when it comes to the title. She is good in everything, and you know, national costume was no exception. Ghana national costume was also a homage to, I think, the greenery, the environment. There was so many things that was involved. Visually it looked stunning. I think the only reason that it is not in like top of my list, maybe I wanted it to be a little bit more grand or something like that, but other than that, I think it was visually stunning, conceptually beautiful, and it was thought-provoking for sure. I loved it, and the presentation of Ghana was beautiful as well. Top-notch performance. Number 6, we have India. India this time around bought a very big national costume, right? Like, I think the biggest national costume, the most big national costume this time around goes to India. But I think it was not just big in terms of size. I think there was a lot of effort that has gone to it. One could clearly see that. And visually it looked beautiful. Okay, something for me, color combination plays a very important role, and the blue, sky blue and white really worked well. And they also, like, India also tried to poke fun or something like that, because inside that egg, I didn't know at that time it was Kunnawat, but a lot of people told me in the comment section that it was supposed to be Kunnawat face, that smiley little face. Inside that egg is Mr. Nawat. So that was like, oh, India, you did that shit. And it was big, it was huge, it was grand, right? Like, that's what exactly Miss Grand International wants. And for me at number 6, it is India. Number 5, it is Philippines. Philippines costume which was about the moon or something like that. I kind of forgot about it, but I think visually, the moment Emma stepped on the stage, it was stunning. It looked beautiful. She looked beautiful. She looked breathtaking. The costume was also really good. It didn't have much colors going on. I think it had very few colors that they played with, but I think sometimes less is more, and I guess in this very costume that really worked in their favor. I really loved the moon. I really loved the colors. I really loved the way it was constructed, and overall I think it had its moment. And it was definitely one of the highlights for me in the national costume. That's why the reason Philippines is at number 5. Number 4, we have France. France was one of the countries that I didn't really expect much from when it comes to national costume, but you know, they delivered. Okay, France delivered. The costume was beautiful. Okay, I think it paid homage to one of the queens or one of their old traditions or something like that. And the best part about me was the choice of colors that was used. Okay, the choice of colors was beautiful, and the way it was constructed, I think it was grand. It was beautiful. It was stunning. One of the most beautiful outfits from last night's national costume round. Definitely France had a little bit of a difficulty executing and walking in that costume, but I think overall she did really well, and France's outfit was definitely the highlight for me. So we're beginning the top three. At number 3, you have Thailand. Thailand had one of the most exceptionally constructed national costumes last night. They paid homage to or tribute to their some sort of traditions and some god or some festival, if I'm not mistaken. It was so playful, the way she was presenting the national costume, and I think the audience also did play a very major role in developing a certain kind of a mindset or certain kind of a perception about Thailand's national costume in our mind, in our viewers' mind, because the moment Thailand stepped into the stage, the whole auditorium went wild, okay? And I guess that our minds work like that, right? So regardless, I think even without the cheers, I think Thailand national costume was beautiful. The moment she takes out the mask and shows her face, I think that was one of the highlights for me. And yeah, it was beautifully constructed. Amazing. Thailand. Number 2, it was Brazil for me last night. Brazil's national costume, which was about car racing or something like that. At first, I was like, ooh, this is so interesting. This is so different. Something that we don't usually see in national costume. And, but I was not automatically like, oh my god, this is the best one for me. But I think it grew on me in stages. It was beautiful. It started out beautiful, camp, amazing. But the more she presented, the more it grew on me. And at the end, when there was some phase that came when she was presenting, probably some popular figure or something like that, I was like, why Brazil looks like a man? But it was not really Brazil's face. It was someone's face, someone pretty popular and prominent. You guys would probably let me know in the comment section. I enjoyed Brazil's national costume last night. It was beautiful, and I loved it. That's why number 2. Before getting into number 1, I do have some honorable mentions. Honorable mentions: Indonesia. Indonesia costume was beautiful. I heard that the fire was supposed to come out of the dragon's mouth, apparently malfunctioning. It didn't really work out well. Regardless, it was beautifully done. We also have Vietnam. Vietnam national costume was beautiful. I always expect a lot from Vietnam when it comes to national costume, and they did not disappoint. Peru, although with a broken leg, injured leg, I think she did really beautiful. Her costume was beautiful. The pink and a little bit of, I think it was silver or gold, I'm not really sure, but it went really well. And another one is Laos. Laos also paid homage to one of their I'm not sure, black magic or something like that, ghost or something like that. It looked beautiful on paper and in the stage as well. So number 1, my favorite national costume of last night, it was Egypt. Okay, Egypt, the moment she stepped into the stage, it was magic for me. Okay, the way it looked so grand, the way it looked so majestic, I was obsessed. I am obsessed. And the moment I was like, that's game over, right? So anybody who had to come after Egypt, ooh, it was really hard for them to beat that, because Egypt was super beautiful. I loved that. I loved how grand it was. I loved the presentation. I loved the thought. I loved the concept. I loved how visually stunning that was. And at the same time, it had the flavor of national costume, right? So that was the reason why Egypt is at number 1, and those were my top favorite national costume from last night, Miss Grand International 2025. But these are just my opinions. Let me know, what did you guys think? Who was your favorite in the comment section? And please do not forget to subscribe. Let's hit 1,000 subscribers. I'll meet you guys in my next reaction video. Bye bye.